Oh, yeah, we're live, guys. A quick live, dude. I had to go live this morning and have some fun. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Charlie checking in. Nobody in the house yet. It's still early Saturday morning, man. I was drinking my chalky milk. Mm, it's good, too. Watching my Simpsons, and I was like, you know what? I want to go live. I want to laugh at Slobmob. I want to laugh at the Slobmob trolls and Fatty. And I want the Wolfpack to come together for a celebratory raunt, if you will, guys. Because this has been a long time coming. This is good stuff. Not to say that Fatty won't say, oh, plank, come back later and be like, oh, planked. But, you know, just to sit back and watch him last night, admit everything that we fucking said for the longest, you know. It was sweet, guys. So anyway, let me go ahead and paste this shit up here on Twitter and YouTube and let you all know I'm in the house. Justin in the house. America, he said. America, what the fuck? I got something on my... What the hell, dude? I am dusty as hell this morning. Thank you so much for that, man. I'm chilling. Who all we got up in this place, man? Edgar Garza says Isaac is a little bitch. I agree. Matix Garage says I'm so happy if his dumb big bull Oompa Loompa effing A. Effing A, guys. Got me a sausage biscuit with some mustard on it this morning. I'm so damn happy, guys. How long has this been going on? You know what I mean? Big Red says, what is your Twitter? Big Red, my Twitter is Mr. Charles M. Chill. And check me out right there. Mr. Charles M. Chill in the house. Daddy Chill in the house. Ash Zombie wants to know, so what happened? What the hell actually happened that got Charlie all happy this morning? All right, so as we all know, Isaac has not really been hitting it hard with the live streams in a while. You know, his wife Nicole has been missing, MIA for quite some time now. Tuna has been calling him out, asking, where's your kids? Where's your wife? Hide the kids, hide the wife, because apparently he hasn't been showing them. You know, there's been a lot of smoke fires. There's rumor has it around the mill that Nicole's mom has confirmed that Nicole has moved out, has moved on, filing for divorce, as it were. A lot of bullshit. That damn Adam Woodring, what's up, brother? Much love to you right there, bro. That menu that you had accidentally showed me, man, that sucker looked good. What was that burger? That one burger had the grilled onions and the Swiss cheese, man. That sucker sounded good, man. We'll have to get together and I'm going to get me one of those. Glowa says, karma. Checkmate, bitch. Checkmate. Oh, my God, guys. I'm so happy. Like, seriously, bro. Like, it's been a long time coming. So apparently what happened, we don't know what happened. You know what I mean? We've got all these police reports. You know what I'm saying? We've got all these different accounts being coming forward. You know what I mean? But Isaac himself has said nothing. Last night he went on live stream while I was live. I guess apparently he went live to tell everybody goodbye. That because he needs to step away from the platform. He needs to focus on family and his children and shit like that. Why? Like what exactly? Like obviously, like he didn't say why. All he said the stuff that we've been telling him for the last couple of years. Like Isaac, stop your bullshit. Quit stalking Charlie on Halloween night and take your kids out. You know what I'm saying? Stop posting penis pictures of Charlie on Easter Sunday, right next to your kids, and then damn, you know what I'm saying? Take your kids out for Easter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has been telling this fucker for years, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass off, Charlie. Get your ass off the couch. Go out and fucking do something. Focus on your kids. Stop beating your wife. You know what I'm saying? DSS has been involved in his life now for a good year now. Miss Desiree Horton, everybody show some big love. Huge mad love to Miss Desiree Horton. Has been digging her fucking claws in this guy. You know, and he's been doing it himself too. He has had all the right people now for the last year or so, shining a stethoscope in his ass, or shining a light. You know, stethoscope is for the heart, and yeah, he's been going on live stream and continuing to talk shit, dox people, harass people, and just be an overall fucking menace to society, thinking that he's untouchable, that he can get away with everything that he wants, you know, headlining a mob, straight up calls his fucking people a mob, you know, and he has had the right people sitting back watching this shit, you know, and they have determined, you know, this is my belief anyway, from taking it all in, seeing all the police reports, you know, all the domestic violence, the abuse, taking all that into consideration, the fact that they were even on the local news, YouTubers, you know, that had been arrested for child endangerment, you know, letting their children run in the streets. Who remembers that shit? Let me try to pull this up. Like, this guy, like, not only did the freaking police know about this guy and this woman, and just their blatant disregard for you know, society and the rules, you know, to which we adhere to, you know, even the news came out. And remember Nikki, she thought, she was like, oh yeah, we're going to be on the news today, up and coming local celebrities or whatever, and then the fucking reporter shows up and is like, why are you letting your kids play in the street? Why are you online bullying people on your Be Our Guest? Is your channel Be Our Guest? Man, holy shit, guys. Every fucking body. You know, but then, you know, they all knew about it and the paperwork was all right there. But then the whole time Isaac would go on live stream and shit, and, oh, that's not true. That didn't happen. Well, my landlord, well, we're suing DSS. Well, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? And the whole time they are just grinding his ass. You know what I'm saying? And it's finally come to a point, you know, where they have, you know, determined, you know, that this internet shit is, you know, the biggest menace, you know, the biggest problem in his life with his children. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure that they have told him, you know, you've got to quit this shit. You know, you're on a 6-month probational period or some shit like that. And yeah, you know, in order to do this, in order to get your fucking family back, in order to get right, you must stop all the bullshit. Stop being Mr. Clout. Stop being the cleanup guy, you know? And yeah, man, like, I mean, who is not surprised? Who is not freaking surprised here? 108 people here, all of you. Who is not surprised? You know what I'm saying? That hate and evil and anger and all that bullshit, you know, finally toppled in on itself. Like, who honestly believed that shit was gonna last, you know? And the whole time, they were just painting Charlie out to be the bad guy. Always, but Charlie. People would be like, you know, Isaac, why'd you say this? Why'd you do that? But Charlie. They would always, and all the trolls, but Charlie, you know, it was always the punching bag. David Falls, thank you so very much, brother. Says, you're doing great, Charlie. Much love, brother. I thank you so very much, man. This really does feel like a turning of the freaking tide, honestly, you know, like, for so long, you know, and I even fell into it, you know what I'm saying? I went out and I said things that I regret to this day, you know, but I am man enough to sit here and admit it. You know, these guys, they have never come forward and admit any of their bullshit. Even to this day, right now, Isaac's being forced off the internet, and it's all, oh, I got to take my family out. I'm going to be with my family, focus on this, that, and the third, you know. And, you know, he's being forced off. He ain't saying a damn thing, you know what I'm saying? We don't see his kids at all. Apparently he has one kid, and it doesn't even matter. The fact that we're sitting here talking about all this shit, you know? It just proves that there are problems in this man's life, that he needs to get taken care of. Isaac needs professional help. Justin Bobinski, thanks, man, says, next, Michael. I don't know. Michael has kept his hands clean with Isaac. Isaac is the one that was going out and doing Michael's dirty work. That's why Isaac was called the cleanup guy. Michael does have dirt on his hands. But it doesn't appear to me that Isaac's going to go after that. Reliable noob says, Charlie, don't let others' negative energy get to you. You rock. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And I'm at a point now in my life, where like, yeah, like it doesn't get to me, man. Like I am achieving and still have to, so much more to achieve, but I've achieved so much for myself right now, that I'm proud. What are you doing? Erica's getting ready right now, getting camera ready. We're going out vlogging.
Me and my dog.
Ain't got the chair here. Erica's in the house. Come here, Loki.
Hi, guys. Come here, boy. Yes, what are we doing today?
We are going, where are we going? So it doesn't matter really. We're going to Glendale Mill.
Glendale.
The old fried green tomatoes bridge.
Fried green tomatoes. We've been there before. It's like an old mill. It's just, we've been wanting to get out and do stuff on the weekends. It's so cold. There's like the mountain coaster, and then last weekend we were thinking about going to a waterfall. It's 40 degrees and going up on top of these mountains. But I'm getting kind of restless. I need to get out into nature.
Yeah, we're gonna go out and take us some pictures together. Maybe get us a new profile picture or something.
Pictures and a picnic and a little dam, waterfall, pretty
dam, waterfall. It's a dam. Yeah, it's cool. Hell yeah. And we also still got like a $50 card that Joby gave us. Maybe we can go to Olive Garden or something like that. Or Longhorn Steakhouse.
Yum. Yeah.
Get us a steak or a chicken nookie soup.
Chicken nookie.
Yeah.
So I was just popping in to say hi.
Yeah.
I miss you guys. I love you. And
I'm sitting here kind of gloating a little bit.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this? Like we say, at any moment, he can come back plank or whatever,
Right.
But like all he did last night was pretty much just, fall. He fell apart in front of his whole following,
And Nicole's gone, obviously.
Right.
I think Nicole's gone. DCS or whatever it's called. I don't even know the initials. have been messing with them for a long time now. And I think that the kids have been in and out of foster home and at the relative's house back and forth for the past couple of months. I think there's only one girl left there, and that he's got to have supervision there all the time. And after so long, something has to happen, right? Yeah. That's what we were saying. Like after a certain point, it becomes the state's fault, really, like if you keep going there like every other month, with domestic disputes and shit, people calling up over the YouTube shit, and we're talking about 3 years of this now. Yeah. And you've got children that have been growing 3 years now in that environment. Yeah. It becomes negligence on the state at a certain point, I would think. Right. And somebody said that on the live stream last night, he got the little girl on his lap and they started saying vulgar, nasty things to Tina about something from what I took from it was that like Tina's like, well, you don't got your kids there, so Isaac was like, hey, so and so, his daughter, come here, and he had her on camera. I was like, ha, here's my daughter right here, you dumb bitch, go suck a dick or something like that, and was hugging his kid while he was all talking that vile, nasty, horrible garbage. He could go and prove me wrong right now. But what I'm thinking is Nicole is gone. He's only got one kid there. She's got three of them. The state's not going to leave him with all those kids. He can't do it. I don't even think he can keep one. That's why he's got help there. So let's see if he proves us wrong. But I doubt that he can. I mean, at this point, I'm saying, like, I laugh and gloat or whatever, and I feel like maybe I have a right to or something. But in the end of the day, it's still a sad situation, and for the kids, honestly, you know what I mean? The parents, screw them, they're adults, they make those decisions. No, you know what? I feel so stupid sometimes because like last night I was feeling kind of bad for him. whenever I popped in there, and he was like, I'm gonna go and travel with my family. You know? And it's like he's hurting. Like that dude's a hurt dude. Somebody damaged him as a child, just like what he's doing to his kids right now. Somebody damaged him and made him like that. And so I feel sorry for that. But then I just listened to him for 5 minutes and I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
or that message that you got today that was like, oh, I was a supporter and I said something against him. And so he starts harassing me.
Yeah,
until
some
I
guy named Gerber or something.
Yeah. He commented on Charlie's Twitter or on the Facebook. So
I'm having people now that Isaac has come forward and admitted all this shit. I'm having a lot of people that are saying, hey, you know, Isaac did this and Isaac did that. It feels like a lot more people are like, less afraid of him now. Like,
right. He's like, I got screenshots of him.
He held so many people down with so much terror, you know, and threats, you know, and lies and deception and just, you know, manipulation, dude. Like, you know, but you know, like, honestly, like, I mean, I do wish him the best, I guess, right? I mean, people can change, right? I mean, look at me. You know, I mean, I wasn't that far gone.
I wish Nicole the best, and I wish the kids the best, and sometimes I feel sorry for Isaac because I just see him as like a broken person. Right. But then I'm like, screw him.
Whenever that spills over, you know, maliciously onto other people, like he has ruined so many people's lives.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at our friends.
He tries, or at least he tries really hard.
Well, no, he does the some. Yeah, my life was ruined to an extent for the longest time. Like, it was just fucking one fucking thing after another, day after day. I overcame. Right. But there are people out there that aren't as strong as me. Look at like our family out there in Mayberry. Right. You know what I mean? They're still in hiding to this day. You know, they had dreams of having a YouTube channel. Lady VSC. How many damn times has she had her business tanked because of them? And she's blowing them right now and stuff. She's over there with them. I mean, how many of them? Come on now.
That's why they do it, because people give them the power to do it. And
Jennifer, my own damn sister. Right. You know, she tried to take up for Flockavelli and had Steve Billings go after her with that. I'm not going to repeat it, you know, but on my own sister.
Right.
You know, like so many people have just been used and manipulated and tormented by this guy, by these people. Michael too. You know, they're doing it to Doug right now.
Right.
You know, they're doing it to Doug right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? That after certain points you just, you know, you're like, fuck them, they get what they deserve, you know, and you know, you feel like it's for the best. That, you know,
I told you, and I told all you guys years ago, that me and Charlie don't have to do nothing. They're gonna kill themselves.
Right.
You know, they're gonna be the ones that bring themselves
that was the
down.
Same thing I said about me, because that was with me. They say that they brought Charlie down, but it was me, and it was my own anger.
That's right.
And it was me getting on live stream and saying I'm gonna go do this, that, and the third, you know, that caused, you know, the strikes and shit, you know. And that same thing about them. You can bring yourself down, truly, you know. And we said that he was gonna do it with his ego and his anger, you know, and he damn sure did.
Sure did.
You know, didn't even hit 50,000. I figured it would, you know, once he hit 50,000, you know, then like the shit show would really start. But
after you got your shit together, then his subscribers stopped growing.
Yeah. Right, because that's what it was about, you know. It was about my downfall. I mean, it's the only reason that he started the channel in the first place. Virginia Redbone, thank you so very much for that $10 spot. Appreciate that. Like I say, we know you guys work hard for your money and shit like that, you know, and we appreciate it, definitely, you know. But like, what was I saying with him? You know, like the shit show.
I don't know, but I'm gonna go and get
well.
Yes, ready for the vloggy vlog. So love you guys. Mwah. And we'll see you later.
Right. But I mean, like, you know, it's no surprise, you know what I mean, that like I say, the channel, his channel, is all of that shit was started because of me, to bring down Charlie, to discredit Charlie, to disparage Charlie, you know, and just like, that's done. Like, there's no way that they can do that to me anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I have risen so far above all that bullshit that they've thrown at me. You know what I mean? That there's really no need for Isaac to have a channel anymore. You know, I guess Michael is probably like, all right, but maybe it's Michael. Maybe it's not the state. You know, maybe it's Michael. Maybe Michael's like, all right, bud, let's go ahead and pull the plug. We tried. I can't really pay your bills anymore. You know, I'm going to try and work with Charlie maybe or something. Who the fuck knows? Like, let's pull the plug on this one. That's not working. You know what I mean? So you might as well just go ahead and, you know, chop it on down. You know, it wasn't doing anybody any damn good, you know, and You know, whether you know, it was Michael or whether it was the state, you know what I mean? It had to go. You know what I mean? And I mean, yeah, I mean, but who, you know, who's not surprised that such a defunct system, you know, was destined for failure, was destined to backfire? You know what I mean? That Charlie Chill, Charlie the Rooster Boy, gonna sit here and continue to crow. Oh, hell yeah, Charlie Chicken in. Jen Cam, what is up? Says Karma finally caught him in his fat ass. And I love it. Dougie 2 West. Dougie's having some fun over here. How do you like that, Doug? How do you enjoy that? That all that shit that was flung onto you ultimately is what brought Isaac down. All that shit that he did to you, because that's what they were looking at. I'm sure they saw the videos of me and what Isaac said about me, because those are like his most viewed videos, you know. But your shit was fresh, you know. He was engaging in online assault, you know, against you, you know what I mean. Currently engaged, you know, in a child family court issue while engaging, you know, with an online war, you know, with you. And I'm sure that they sat back and they watched all that, you know, and he had to account and account for all that shit, you know what I mean. And yeah, it doesn't make a fuck how many damn, you know, excuses. You know those, you know, that person that always has a fucking excuse for everything. You know, you're like, well, what about this? And they're like, oh, well, that. You're like, well, what about this? And they're like, well, that. They've always got an excuse, you know, and you know that they're just fucking lying straight to your face. You know what I mean? But like, but yeah, you know, nothing's ever their fault. You know, they never do anything wrong. They're always the victim. You know, Isaac played that victim card to fucking death, you know. Whenever he said that I went attacked his wife and kids and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? He held on to that. To this day, he still holds on to that shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, you know, that's the only thing that he has against me, even though numerous times he has accepted my apology, you know, well, gave me super chats. Let's see here. What's this video? Let's see. uh I don't know. You know, he actually went into my damn live stream, donated super chats. Is like, man, let's call it quits. I can show. Oh man, I'm still sitting on the iPad that Eric, you know, from Erica when she recorded mine and his conversation about how he wanted to change. And this was 2.5 years ago, how he wanted to change, how he wanted to do better and shit like that, but just couldn't. You know, so maybe there's something Isaac might need therapy. Seriously, he might need like professional help, somebody that he can sit down and talk to, somebody that can really evaluate what's in his head. But he's got to let people do it. You know, you can really tell that Isaac is just a very paranoid person, a very non-trusting person. It seems like everybody that gets close to Isaac, you know what I mean, he chops him off. You know what I mean. You look at Steve Billings, you know what I mean? He's got Steve now. Steve got close, he chopped him off and then set him at a certain, you stay here, you know. What Haley and Chief Vodka, Larry was there. His own friend Justin, you know, he came into the scene with Justin. Justin was a really close family friend, you know what I mean? I'm sure that the kids could probably call Justin Uncle Justin, you know what I mean? And then, damn, Isaac got himself a little bit of clout, a little bit of internet fame, you know what I mean? And he straight booted Justin the fuck out, you know what I mean? And seems to do it to every damn body that, you know, that is involved in his life. Chris Roby says Isaac was nothing if he wasn't talking about you, Charlie. Well, I mean, that's what I said. Like, the only reason that he even was brought up into existence was to discredit me. You know, we all remember he came to the hotel room to confront Charlie for the threats that Charlie made that didn't even take place. You know what I mean? After Dad would pass and me and Michael would get back together, Isaac would be like, oh, well, Charlie didn't call me. Michael actually showed me a screenshot that turned out to be fake. You know what I mean? Even though he's, first off, he drove all the way from Pennsylvania because he said that I called his phone numerous times and left numerous text messages threatening him, his wife, and his children, only for that to never even take place. You know, he's always so quick to bring up his wife and kids and shit into it. But that was just the excuse. That's what Michael needed to get him in there to start on me. And then the whole time that I was in rehab trying to get myself together, that was really the breeding grounds for damn, Death Slobmob, and for Isaac to, be propped up as, Michael's enforcer, as it were. While I was in rehab, they're uploading the video of Isaac confronting me at the hotel like a badass, and Michael's got my sisters saying that I molested them and saying that I gave my nephews drugs and alcohol. You've all heard the damn stories, and so while I was trying to heal myself, they're all building up this fucking bullshit, little mountain of bullshit, that once I came out of rehab to, I was pushing against. I was really resisting against it whenever I should have maybe just kind of backed away from YouTube, because like I say, I eventually ruined myself in the end. Like, it was really easy for Michael and Isaac and all them to sit there and say, yeah, Charlie's a fucking bad guy. Look at him. Look what he did and look what he said. A little bit of it, some of it truth, most of it lies, and then I would go out and I'd get wasted and I'd talk shit and I'd butt back, you know what I mean, at a time where I really should have just stepped away from the internet and really focused on myself, but I didn't, and I continued to fight for what I felt was right and shit, and while, doing what was wrong, while still getting messed up and stuff like that, so like it was really easy for them to be on top, to really kind of, have that leverage over me, but here these last 8 months, man, especially these last 8 months, guys, I'm coming up on 8 months sober, guys. What, New Year's Day? This might be the eighth month sober right here, actually, guys. I was sober New Year's Day. New Year's Day made 7 months. So if we're here on day 30, can we call this? Can we call today 8 months? Let's just go ahead and call today 8 months. Woo! Guys, I am close to almost a year. No booze, no drugs, maybe a little bit of devil's lettuce, but, not like Cheech and Chong, but yeah, man, and to just see how much my life has changed, and how much my life is elevated, just these last 8 months from truly saying, you know what, forget all that bullshit. I've got to change. I've got to make changes in my damn life. I can't continue this damn cycle. 10:48. I still got some time. And yeah, Diablo says, Charlie, I drank last night. Hey man, it's all right, bro. If you, I won't say it's all right, Diablo. If you're trying to quit drinking, then obviously it's not all right. But just quit, man. Eat you a healthy lunch or something, and go to sleep, man. Just forget. This day is a wash. This day is done too. I'm sure you feel like shit. You're down on yourself. You know what I mean? Just know that it'll be all right. You'll wake up tomorrow and you got that choice again, man. It's all about that resolve. It's all about that finality inside you. You know what I mean? And yeah, like that is what really ushers change. You know what I mean? Like Isaac and Michael and them, they can sit there and they can do their videos and they can talk a pretty game. They can peacock it and build this, this wall, this pretty wall, but real life is going to catch up with you. That's just facts. And no amount of subscribers, no amount of followers, no amount of clout. These fuckers calling himself, he's Mr. Clout. Remember that one day that Steve Billings said, I am the clout. These fuckers were literally openly chasing internet fame, and they were openly admitting that they would go to any lengths, to access that side, of the internet that they weren't getting, like those likes that they wanted, they weren't, that they weren't getting, and yeah, I don't know. Mike Jono Pickup says, are they over? I mean, who knows? They essentially, yes, they are over. You know what I mean? Like, we all know, we can all sit here and come forward and be like, yeah, it makes sense that Isaac needs to walk away from the internet and go repair his family. It makes perfect fucking sense. We've all been watching it. We've all seen it. Even Guest Mob has seen it. You know, nobody wanted to really call Isaac out on his shit. None of his followers were really allowed to call him out on his shit, but they all know. They all know. You know what I mean? And it's just, you know, and it makes sense, and it's very you know, I don't know. It makes perfect sense, you know what I mean? And it's just very telling, quite honestly. You know what I mean? We all knew it was going to catch up with him. It was just a matter of time. You know what I mean? And guys, there is a new era. You know, while he is sitting at home, you know, hopefully doing what he needs to do to repair his family, I'm still going to be out here having the time of my damn life, guys. You know, we are out here. I have the best job I ever had. Erica's got the best job that she's ever had. I'm fixing to have my Jeep back on the road. You know what I mean? Summertime is coming. We're going to hit up mountains. We're going to go check out more abandoned places. You know, we've got money to where we can go spend on hotel rooms. We'll go rent us a hotel room down at the beach. We're going to continue vlogging, you know, continue the fucking Wolfpack love, continue this shit growing. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. That's the main telling thing. You know, because this is what I've been doing. Isaac said he needed to step away from the internet, focus on family and positivity. You know what I mean? And don't you know, that's the very same thing that I've been doing in front of the camera. I've been doing that in front of the damn camera right here. Thriving. All my content has been before you in front of the camera, and I don't have to stop. I'm not doing anything wrong in my life where I need to stop bringing you the best of me on YouTube. It sounds like Isaac does. It sounds like the bullshit that he's got going on YouTube is affecting his personal life. It has affected it for quite some time. And now he's finally admitting it, even though in his little vague bullshit roundabout way. Jen Cam says, as they say, let the good times roll, baby. Yeah. Ah, baby. Charlie ain't, I was going to say Charlie's back, but Charlie ain't never left. Nicole B says the most hilarious part of all of this is he really planned on retiring off of shit talking people for a living. Can you imagine? The utter delusion of Isaac is unmatchable. I like that. He did. He called his drama channel his career. This was his career. This is what he was going to do. This was what he was proud of. He's got his kids in the room listening to him fucking live stream and talk shit. He's proud. He's king of PA. He was going to retire off of that shit, right? We're going to be homeowners before we're 30. Oh, my God. I mean, the delusion is very real. And like we all sat there and saw it, you know, the only ones that weren't calling him out on it were his own following. But even they know. Even they know. You look on their messages and they're like, when he's like, goodbye, they're like, we understand. We understand. Of course they understand. They know all that shit. They sat right there and watched Isaac go through all that shit, just like y'all watched me go through it all and stayed by my side. The only difference is that I admitted my bullshit. Isaac's over here like, you know, trying to do a victory lap, almost like, you know, ride off into the sunset after so much good and kindness and positivity. You know, he is now spreading his wings and soaring into the sunset with his family. You know, like, oh my God, dude, it is delicious, dude. I love it. Rusburgu! What's up? Good morning, Mr. Charlie. What happened? Isaac has been forced to quit YouTube. Isaac's been forced to quit YouTube. Isaac's forced to quit YouTube. Slobmob is dead. Slobmob is dead. And I'm really happy about it too. Sitting here drinking my chalky milk. Me and Erica are going to go check out some beautiful nature today. We're going to go meet up with my friend Ivory at Adventures in Urbex. Maybe go get us a steak or some chicken gnocchi soup. And yeah, man, life is damn good, man. Like I say, man, I feel, dude, I can I spread my wings and fly, guys? Can this peacock spread his wings? This peacock needs to fly. Can this peacock finally fly? Holy shit, how long have these fucking losers tried to hold me down? And how long have I been affected by these losers? That's the main thing, man. You know, it'd have been so much different if it wasn't Michael behind the helm, you know? Or if I hadn't been such an open and honest person, I leave everything so close to the surface for you all. You know, it's so easy to figure out, you know, what triggers me because I fucking tell you, you know. And I let them fucking lead me around for quite some time. And now that all that's over, well, Isaac has to quit. He's like, well, I can't do my job anymore. Nicole B, thank you so very much. Says, imagine if the kids brought him in for career day at their school and he had to tell the class what he does for a living. Gas mob. Hold on, he comes rolling in and is like exposed. Let me go ahead and expose your teacher, kids. Like he'll come out with like the teacher's Facebook and shit and be like, yeah, you talk shit about the principal right here, didn't you? I'm gonna go show the principal. I'm gonna go tell the principal that you were talking shit about him, Miss Gonigal. And then the principal comes in and he's like, you're fired, Miss McGonagall. And then he rips off his judge robe and he's got Guest Mob shirt on underneath. You know, and then they actually changed the name of the middle school to Isaac Guest Middle. Holy shit, dude. True story. True story. K&M says, checkmate, bitch. Checkmate! Checkmate, bitch. Oh my God, dude. Amy Ballard says, you are cracking my ass up. Laugh out loud. Hey, dude, I'm cracking myself up. Jen Cam says, it's sad that Mike is behind it. He should have been trying to mend his relationship with you instead of behind Isaac. Well, yeah, you know, Michael has been the sole entity. Michael has been he's been the financial backer of Guest Mob since its inception. Michael is actually the creator of fucking Guest Mob. Owner, producer, you know, straight the fuck up producer, executive, Guest Mob, executive produced by Michael Green, my kid behind a camera. You know, Michael has spent way too much time destroying his life and those lives around him too. So much, in fact, that it's catching up with Michael as well. Like Michael is sucked in this bog of just negativity, of clickbait, of drama, of lies, of anger, of overeating, of sadness, of depression. All that bullshit Michael is deeply entrenched in. And he's got Isaac right here on, Isaac's right here, the cleanup guy. Like Michael was handcuffed at Isaac, like everything that Isaac has done, is directly attached to Michael, and Michael can't get away from that, Yep. And I mean, for what it's worth, you know what I mean? I wish you luck. You know what I mean? This is a journey and a path that both of you, Michael and Isaac, that you both have made and chose to take yourselves. I'm not the one that has had made the decisions that you have to, claim that you got Tina's leg cut off. You know what I mean? That Doug's a pedophile. You know what I mean? That Charlie was a pedophile. The list goes on and on. I'm not the one that made you make those decisions. You know what I mean? Just like you're not the ones that made me get drunk and show my ass on Twitch, to damn get so mad that I said I was going to piss on my dad's grave or shit on it or something. We all have skeletons in our closet. You know what I mean? But unlike you guys, I faced mine. I conquered them. And I've moved on. You know, where all these trolls, all they have left on Charlie is all the old shit. You know, oh, well, you raped your sisters. Oh, well, you gave your nephew drugs and alcohol. Oh, well, you don't pay your child support. You know, like all old bullshit, that is really irrelevant to me. You know what I mean? Because we know it was all just straight up horseshit to begin with. And then some of that shit, like child support and shit like that, I mean, that's old. You know, here I am now, paying my child support, paying, my all my bills. Unlike Isaac, who is trying to skate through a loophole, a pandemic loophole. Hasn't paid rent since what, April or something like that. Constantly trying to wiggle loopholes and shit and blame landlords and shit. Where I fucking manned up, you know what I mean? Went out and got me a really good job, and I'm doing my damn thing. And then there's nothing that they can say about that. Bring up the old shit. But I'm past all that. I'm like, yo, man, that's old shit. I'm like Smokey. Man, why you bring up old shit? Oh, God, and it's hilarious, dude. I love it. And it just shows, that like they have nothing here and now while we're sitting here talking about Isaac, losing it all. Here we are. Here he is losing it all. Oh, my God. Don't you know, like, I don't want to gloat too much, but I mean, because I don't want to be like Isaac. Who knows? Who remembers that Isaac had anniversary parties? Oh, yeah, 1 year ago today, we brought down Charlie Chill. Woo! Happy birthday, Guest Mob. You know what I mean? Like, oh, my God, my downfall actually meant something to him. Like, if I had never gotten wasted and I had never eaten that acid and gotten into that shit with Michael, y'all would never fucking know who the fuck Isaac was today. Never have a clue who the hell he was. He would still be hitting me up on Messenger, telling me, hey man, share a picture of my daughter. Share this video of the Penguins winning and Justin having to dance in the rain. This fucker was coming to me, trying to get me to post pictures on my Facebook so he can get a little attention. It's the only reason anybody even fucking knows who this guy exists. And now that here we are again, now that I am back on top of my game, dude, I am doing better now than I have when y'all first met me. Before I ever lived with Michael, but when I had 150,000 subscribers, I'm doing better now than I did then. Justin Bobinski, thank you so much. Brother, I love you. Because Isaac ain't got a job. He ain't got shit to do. Smokey! Ah, holy shit. That's fucking hilarious, dude. Oh, man. Tiffany Silva says, right, I'm in Pittsburgh a couple of times a month and have lived in PA my whole life, and I only know Isaac because of Michael and the bullshit. It's the only fucking reason anybody knows this damn loser. And now that I'm back on top, better than I've ever been in my life, dude, I can get up and strut like Ric Flair right now. Woo! Man, the next time wrestling comes through, I might buy me a fucking wrestling ticket. I might go check out wrestling and say what's up to my boy Ric Flair, because I can do that. Man, I don't want to get too crazy, but damn it. Risperger says, Mr. Charlie, do you think Mike will try to save Isaac's ass? I'm sure Mike is probably trying to save Isaac's ass right now as we speak. Mike's probably trying to step forward as a character witness or some shit. He's there speaking on Isaac's behalf. I'm sure he's giving Isaac money. You know what I mean? Because now that the squeeze is really on, Isaac's gonna really need it. Now that all the live streams are over and his damn super chats and shit, all whatever, his memberships or whatever, after all that's gone, he's going to need help. He's going to need money. I do not see Isaac going out and getting a job, do you? 150 people here. Do any of y'all actually see Isaac going out to get a job? Do you actually think Isaac ever even had a job? Probable cause says alimony and child support coming. He could probably get disability, but I mean, all that's going to be gone. I'm really ready to see what life is gonna be like for Isaac in a year from now. 1 year from now, where are things gonna be? For all of us, really. I'm excited to see where my life's gonna be a year from now. Holy shit. I'm so super happy about that, man. Like, Erica's looking up new places to rent and shit, you know? Maybe if Slobmob is freaking dead, I won't have all these losers riled up to try and find my fucking address and shit. Maybe I can actually go rent somewhere decent without fucking slob trolls trying to get me evicted. Because that shit happens. Tyler Mitchell says Isaac never had a job in his life, maybe disability. I can believe that. Glowa says all he had that was anything good was his wife and kids. If that's gone, he's nothing. Well, I mean, come on, man. Like, how long do you if you're the state of Pittsburgh, if you're the county of Allegheny or whatever, how long do you sit there and let this kind of environment grow? How many times has the cops been called on him and his wife from fighting? How many domestic violence cases do they have against one another? You know, how many different child support, not child support, DSS cases, you know? Much love back to you, Diablo. I kind of feel like the man right now, and I don't want to sit there and like puff up my chest and shit, man. But dude, I kind of feel like the man. I'm feeling confident, bro. I am. I'm feeling confident with where I'm at in my life, you know, and the decisions that I'm making. You know, and the advantages and opportunities that lie before me. You know, and the fact that I feel like I am in the right position to grasp those opportunities and take full advantage of them. You know what I mean? And now that I see that this, Isaac is falling apart before our very eyes, you know what I mean? That's just icing on the cake, dude. Like, I don't know what I've done so right. You know what I mean? Everything is just falling into place for me, you know? And I'm super happy about it, dude. Probable Cause says, I knew how toxic that relationship was when they both got on YouTube and talked mad shit about each other. It was vile. I mean, then they tried to say, oh, well, we pranked about that. We didn't mean that. That was a prank. That was a storyline. Those weren't real videos. Those were storylines, Probable Cause. Don't you know? Justin Bobinski says, this goes to show that real always comes out on top. And I mean, that's a fact, dude. Probable Cause says, yeah, okay. Those was planks. Nicole planked, y'all. Plank. Oh, God. Oh, man. Junior Gutierrez, much love to you, little buddy. Says, Team Charlie. Much love to you, man. Glowa says, Charlie, you might make Isaac cry today. Much love to you, Isaac. You made my day, bro. You made my day. You know that, right? I'm not even gonna hide it. I'm not gonna be fake about it. I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro. You made my damn day, bro. That's all. Oh my God, Isaac. That's all Isaac ever wanted. I think that this right here, I think it was all worth it to Isaac, man. I just blew him that little kiss and said thank you, dude. That was it for Isaac. I bet he's over there rewinding this part right now. Goodness gracious, man. Mary's Place says, I want him gone, but I think he is playing. Like I said, he can be playing, well, but he's not really playing. Like, something's up. Something is up. You know what I mean? And he's toast. He's done. Like, we all know. We all know. We've all been sitting back watching. We all know the bullshit. And we're going to continue to watch and continue to dig in on his ass. You know, like, as we know, his wife got arrested on December 2nd. Oh, no, the day after my birthday of just December of just last month. Just over a month and a half ago, his wife was arrested yet again. Candy says, is he fake gone or trolling? He's going to be gone for a little bit. Watch him. He's going to be gone for a little bit. It's, you know, he'll probably come back. All trolls do. That's all Isaac is a fucking troll. All trolls eventually come back home. You know what I mean? But he's being forced to retire for now. Just like he did after that Tim Martok. Who remembers whenever he got successfully sued by a Tim Martok for defamation of character? And he wasn't supposed to be around computers for a while and shit like that. Justin Flaps says Isaac probably crying while shoving his face with Swiss rolls. Well, he can't afford the DoorDash anymore. So I do assume that he is gone back down to little Debbie cakes, as it were. Yeah. Yeah, Mary's Place says, I got a threat from Isaac a few days ago saying he was making a video to target me because I am still Dougie's mod. Until I see real proof, I am going nowhere. Well, man, like anybody, man, that wants to get involved, you know, with all that shit or whatever, you know, or even me for that matter, you know what I mean? I highly suggest that you put all your Facebook on private. Don't let anybody access your friends list. You can still put it where people can read your post and shit, but they can't access your information. They can't find out who your friends are, who your family and relatives are. I suggest doing shit like that because seriously, Isaac is that type. It's 11/11. Happy 11/11, everybody. I'm about to have to get off of here and go shave up and get ready for our day. We're gonna go out and have some fun today. But yeah, like I said, I've been getting messages from all different kinds of people talking about the fact that, you know, that Isaac, you know, threatened them even though that they were friends. What's this one guy says that he reached out and befriended Isaac and then said during 2020 said that Isaac didn't agree with a certain political comment or political stance that Isaac had posted on Facebook or whatever. So the guy said, you know, he had a comment back. You know how politics gets, you know. And then he said that Isaac ended up messaging him, made all kinds of threats, even put his social address and phone number on social media in an attempt to get this guy to back down from his stance. Says the guy made numerous attempts at getting him to come out of his. Said that Isaac tried to get the guy to come onto his podcast. Jeremy Plymale. Jeremy Jerbear. Does that ring a bell to any of you guys? He says that, yeah, tried to get this guy to come on to his damn podcast. Said the guy had to call the cops on Isaac. And then only then did it stop. Says he still got Isaac on his friends list. That's probably until now. Says he still has Isaac on his friends list because he's a fan of the old saying, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer, and that he hopes he gets what's coming to him. Now, this is a straight up damn friend of Isaac as of until recently here last year. The politics shit didn't start till what? Later? Mid-July, something like that? So, Miss Nicole B says, are you going to do an Urbex today? Yes, we are! I hope. You know how it is with urbexing, you know, like you don't really know if you can get into these places or whatever, or the state of them, whether they're locked up, whether they're even there anymore, until you get out there. You know what I mean? So we are riding to a potential location. If you guys are interested in it, supposedly haunted mansion, supposedly it was a Civil War hospital. There is no fact on this. I didn't see any paperwork or anything on Google about this particular abandoned mansion being a Civil War hospital. But I do know that they said back in the days, you know, rebel soldiers, you know, these rebel hospitals, they were almost like Nazi hospitals. Like you weren't, you know, if the Union soldiers came through and found out that you were helping the rebels, they'd burn your house to the ground. You know what I mean? So even if you did help out rebels, you weren't supposed to tell anybody. So who knows? You know, there have been numerous ghost investigators, spirit investigators that have explored this mansion, and there's not much left to the mansion, but it's still beautiful on the outside, and there's still, you know, said activity on the inside. So we got that coming to you guys, an urbex and a potentially a haunted location. Maybe I'll take my spirit box radio with me, see if I can't possibly catch or anything. And then there's also something that Glendale Mill, not far from there, that we'll actually be able to take some pictures and check out some nature, maybe find something cool out there for you guys. So gonna try to get as much content in one day as I can for you. Try to get 3 or 4 videos for you guys next week out of one day. See what we can do with that. But yeah, like I say, man, you know, it may be the death of Guest Mob. You know what I mean? But it's definitely not the death of Wolfpack. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to step away and focus on what's good, because I've already done that. I am sitting in the good right now. You know, sitting in the driver's seat. You know, fully controlling my life. You know, and you know, the horizons are bright and wonderful, man. Just so damn happy. Edgar Garcia says, Charlie, do you watch the show Ghost Adventures? I used to watch it. I almost watched a little bit last night. Matter of fact, you know, Ghost Adventures is kind of my show, man. I like the earlier episodes though. And they don't have many of the earlier episodes on Hulu. So I need to find me some earlier episodes of Ghost Adventures, and I think I'll be happy, you know. Serial Killer said, Wolfpack killed Guest Mob. We did it, guys. Like I say, he did it to himself. You know what I mean? But we're just going to be sitting right here to chew on the carcass. Guest Mob is dead, and Wolfpack is eating that fat-ass carcass. That's a whole lot of fucking fat to eat, man. Wolfpack is going to be fed for fucking days. How do y'all feel about that? So anyways, man, we're coming up here on this hour, man. I got to get ready. We're going to be leaving here in about 45 minutes, and I'm happy to get out. So all y'all, man, y'all have fun chewing on Isaac's fat ass, man, from one Wolfpack member to another, man. I love you guys. Candy, Amy, Valerie, Roddy Strong, Probable Cause. Have a great one, man. Yeah, Nick was awesome. Nick's gone now. I didn't know that. Girly Girl, Probable Cause, K&M Gamers, Wolfpack, Susan Scorpio, Rudy Lozano, Jen Cam says, laugh out loud, not too much, Charlie. That fat is toxic. I know that shit's right. Yeah. Woo! Lone Wolf, Austin, Autism Dad. Aw, Nicole B. Have a great one, Nicole. Thank you for the donations. Kevin Zerfus, have a great one, brother. Much love to you, man. Tiffany Silvas, thank you for joining. Justin Bobinski, thank you for the donations, brother. That means a lot to me, man. I appreciate that. And yeah, Roddy Island, Michelle McLeod, Amy Valerie, Paul Wall, Gino Robinson, peace, bro. David Falls, Kevin Zerfus, much love to you. Mary's Place says she's not going to eat any of that fat carcass. We love it, guys. Junior Gutierrez, I know you are. We're definitely Wolfpack forever, baby. Jen Cam, I'll definitely have fun, man. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to get myself something to eat. Maybe another cup of some chalky milk. And we're going to have fun today, man. We're going to get out. We're going to travel. Like Isaac claims he's going to do with his family. Eric are actually going to do it. Isaac, start taking tips from me, buddy. I am definitely, poster child for reformat and fucking recovery. But as much as you try, I don't think that you'll ever be me, and I think that might have been your biggest problem out of all of this shit. So that's my last word on that. Thank you all for watching. Love you so much, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.